tension's building. All around, you can feel it in the air. It's more than a feeling, a new reality everywhere. I look and see the signs of the times. Yeah, it's coming, but they're all in denial. Everything you know, it's all about the change. See the sky crack and it rains down flames. Oh man, they ain't ready for it. This is something that they can't ignore. Coming down like a meteor. This is more than a game, you better get ready. Shock the world. Shock the world. This is more than a game. You better get ready, go ahead, get ready. Shock the world. Shock the world. Shock the world. This is more than a game. You better get ready, go ahead, get ready. Shock the world. Yeah. Shock the world. Feel the earth shake, smoke rising, walking through the flames. Our reality became unchained, like the jaws of a lion that can't be tamed. Welcome to the future, everything new, walking on the edge. It's nothing that you're used to, only the strong survive. You better catch your breath, oh man, they ain't ready for it. This is something that they can't ignore, coming down like a meteor. This is more than a game, you better get ready. Shock the world. Shock the world. This is more than a game. You better get ready. Go ahead, get ready. Shock the world.
Your officials this evening. Starter and Nathan Wheeler.
The Utes back the other way with the puck kept alive at the blue line by Arizona State. They'll chip it into the corner.
Another great shift this time by the fourth line for Arizona State, occupying, winning those board battles, doing a great job here.
Brett loves himself a good rugby scrum, and so do we, as there's a bit of a yard sale back behind the play, and we'll get an icing call here.
Almost 4 seconds into this first period, and I think maybe Utah's had the puck in the offensive zone roughly 30 seconds. They've done a great job of being able to occupy and also outwork Utah. And we've talked about it before, that's maybe your best defense is a good offense, and that's what Arizona State's doing right now, tiring the Utes out. So once the Utes have enough energy to try and clear it, they're too tired and they go for a change.
And we thank all you folks for sticking with us through our technical difficulties. Glad to have you here on the broadcast tonight from Tempe, Arizona. Palmer will rip one. Blocked down, goes wide of the net. The Utes, once again, will send that down for an icing. And a much different start so far tonight for Arizona State.
Absolutely. Usually we see with that traveling team coming in to play the first game, they usually have the bus legs a little bit. But Utah had a great start to the game last night. It's almost the opposite effect, where they haven't been able to get off the jump as quick as ASU.
Sun Devils once again win the draw. Kruk will bank it off the half wall. The Utes a little trouble dealing with it. Down low now, Ben Chase gives a nice Heisman move. He'll keep the puck. Backhands it to the point. Walking line is Kruk. Back to Chase. Chase rips one. Palmer will step into one now. It redirects back into the corner. Nobody seemed to have it, and the Utes finally a chance to skate it out. Ham will glove that down easily. The first shot we've seen in a while for the Utes, and the Sun Devils will break it back out.
That was a great example of the good forecheck. There's only one Ute player attacking as the rest of his teammates were going for a change.
And the Sun Devils, a little too eager, will go offsides.
Also, another thing we saw last night, a lot of special teams, especially in that first period, it was a parade to the penalty box. So it'll be interesting as well if both coaching staffs looked at the tape from last night and saw anything they can maybe improve on.
We certainly saw lots and lots of special teams last night. So far, some nice flow to this game early. A check laid on Marchand at the point. Utah comes back the other way. Olsen lays a check. Marchand will come back and intercept the pass. Light was waiting in the wings for Utah. Tillman goes east to west. Olsen can't corral it. And he'll retreat back. Finding Robinson. Robinson galloping. He'll chip it off the glass, get in behind the defense. Robinson the first one there. Sent over to the wing. The pass shot across the middle. It looked like Kylie Ram might have been gunning for Connor Tillman on that.
Great idea by that line as they had it set up on that seam pass to find Tillman in the slot. Almost paid off, but we can see it through all four lines for Arizona State tonight as Robinson was the first one there on that dump in.
Che Landakusik. He'll chip it in behind the defense. Not enough for an icing. Picked up, thrown on net. A hard check laid in the corner. Olsen now after it as he gets physical with Landakusik. Walking out is Mickle. Mickle over to Slater. Slater, a quick little head fake. He'll skate all the way back up to the point. Backhanded down the half wall. Mickle on it now. Trying to force it to the middle of the ice. It'll rim all the way around. Connor Tillman trying to dig it out of his skates. Bisson gives a hard ride. Olsen can't corral it. Landakusik in the slot to Slater. Slater looks for the shot. That deflects high. Ham has it. Rebound. And Ham will cover that shot up from Landakusik.
Best performance on that shift for Utah so far as they were able to work underneath the goal lines. And we even saw a goal from last night with the Utes of how great they were behind the net. We're able to ricochet a pass up front for a nice one-timer goal from last night.
Newland wins the draw. The Arizona State defense under duress, giving Chase his Gibbony. Utah creates a turnover. not able to complete the pass. The Sun Devils a chance now to get out of their own end. Franklin having a little trouble in the corner with Donovan. Kraft lays a big check. Lee no worse for the wear as he sees his partner Newland push it ahead. Butler on it now. He'll just clap it in behind the defense. Butler on the half wall, takes a check, eats it. Sun Devils trying to work it low to high. Another big check laid in the corner. This time it's Butler taking a tumble for the Sun Devils. Utah physical early in this game, as they'll look to get it out from behind the goal line. A nice chip off the glass sends them the other way. Giboney now walks the line, gets the pass, back to Giboney, they score! A beautifully executed 2-on-1 for Utah, and they have the early lead.
That physicality is fitting Utah very well. A couple hits on a few shifts. Finally gathered that momentum for the Utes, and they took it the other way in the offensive zone as Gross was out there maybe a little too long. It's his first game back after an injury, and he was a little too late on the back check, so it ended up being a 2-on-1 and a tough shot to stop for the goaltender Ham for Arizona State.
Not much Ham could have done on that opportunity. Some beautiful quick passing right in front of him. Opens up that back door, and it was a gaping 4x6 just waiting for Giboney. Arizona State right back on the offensive. It's Phillips who will look for a shot, and that deflects up into the netting.
And it's kind of hard for Arizona State or for any team when you've been playing so well, especially this first half of the first period, you end up conceding because all the things you were building towards early in this hockey game, those are good things and things you want to keep doing. So it's important for Arizona State to stay the course and not let that goal they gave up deter them.
In the neutral zone, both teams whacking away at it. Langenbrunner sidesteps one. He'll look for the dump in. Ham comes out to play it, not able to get there in time. The Utes changing behind the play. That pass into the middle of the ice finds no one. Kept and pushed ahead by Hunter Friesen. Friesen on his forehand looks for the shot. Wouldn't go. Having to come out and cover it is Grealick. Some nice wheels from Friesen there to get the puck in the offensive zone.
Couple guys in the lineup that weren't playing the night before. Friesen's one of them. Did a nice job of using his speed just to take it to the outside and just get it to the net and see if anything good happens.
Chase will lean in once again. He'll win it. Get to his own win. Throws it back to the point through traffic. Wouldn't go. Olsen at the point. The puck bobbling over his stick. He'll just have to send it back in behind Grealick. Something we saw a little bit last night, Brett. The ice a little choppy here at the Iceplex, as that pass wouldn't connect for the Utes, and the Sun Devils just have to chip it back in. Giving chase was Murphy. The Utes switch it from D to D. Sun Devils create a turnover. Murphy in the corner sends it to Kennedy. Back to the point. Olsen elects to shoot it through traffic. That one just trickling wide of Grealick. At the point, Marchand chance to keep it in. He does. And the skates of Chase. Sun Devils working in the middle of the ice. No one able to get a shot off. And it's the Utes back the other way. A nice little sandwich. Gets that one in behind the defense. Marchand pushes it up to Kennedy. Chase electing to keep possession, sends it back. No one there, however. Marchand having to beat out Giboney, the goal scorer tonight. And now it's Olsen looking for a nice sauce pass overhead. Grealick forced to cover that as Tillman was waiting.
Good heads-up play by Olsen as he was breaking out. He had a lot of time and space, but no one to put a nice, clean tape-to-tape pass to. So he saw Tillman streaking through the middle, almost like a football play like I like to do in Madden, Niall, of being able to just throw the Hail Mary pass and see if you can reach Tillman on that far side. That time didn't work out, though.
Sun Devils can't keep it alive at the blue line. Kruk will have to skate back into his own end as he's given a hard ride by Donovan. Kruk now on one knee. Donovan getting some help from Kraft as the Utes try to dig it out. That puck will squirt out to Palmer. Palmer gets his head up. A nice pass tape to tape. Finds number 71, Ryan Robinson, but he couldn't corral it. Sun Devils having to push it ahead once again. Tillman off the half wall. Robinson gives chase. The Utes, however, a quick little break out there back the other way. Gibney across the blue line. Back into the middle. The shot blocked by Kylie Ram. And as he touches it up, we have a penalty coming, a slashing call.
Looked to be as Utah was attacking. Number 19, Connor Tillman, was on the back check. Ends up getting a little too much lumber on the Utah forward. And stop me if you've heard this again, it's going to be a power play.
Stop. Wasn't quite quick
Too
enough.
late.
Phillips
will lean into the face-off defensively for Arizona State up against Michael Erdis. Erdis, a goal in last night's. He'll get the win, back to the point. Dix and Erdis play pitch and catch. Dix walks it in. Elects to make the pass. Light now. Into the slot, a nice tic-tac-toe play. And Ham forced to stop a bit of a knuckle puck.
Didn't like how much Marchant was getting tied up with the weak side forward for Utah's. It was really taking him out of positioning to try to block up those passing lanes. It's going to be important for him to just keep his head on a swivel, and it's more important to be in the lane than rather be right on your guy.
Sun Devils off the half wall. That one won't cross the blue line. Erdis, backhand all the way around. Stepping in now, Geffert. Geffert and Langenbrunner work it in the corner. Olsen digs it out of the skates of the referee. But it's the Utes who emerge with it. Utes go low to high. Dix, the shot blocked by Phillips. At the point now, Quas can push it all the way down the ice and the Sun Devils go for a change.
Phillips is another guy who is out here for Arizona State that didn't play last night. Does a great job on the penalty kill, and you saw it just there.
Sun Devils so far killing off the first 60 of this 2-minute power play for the Utes. Dix, the captain. A little trouble, almost turns it over at his own blue line. He'll go for a change. The Utes zigging and zagging, not able to break it out. Landakusik now, a nice little backhand sauce pass. Delaney will chip that one in the corner. Ham, a chance to play this. He'll rim it off the glass. Landakusik squeezes the wall, keeps it in for the Utes. Landakusik walks it in the middle. He'll go down low. Low to high go the Utes. Delaney didn't like what he saw. Landakusik ripped a shot, going just wide. Slater down low to Jackson. Jackson surveys his options, back up to Slater. Slater, he'll go east to west in the skates of Landakusik. He'll find Mickle. Mickle back up to the point. The shot high off the glass. The Utes first to it. As the final seconds tick off of the power play for the Utes, Landakusik walks in the middle past 3 Sun Devils. Down low, kept alive by Slater. He'll bounce it off the half wall to the point. Just kept in. A pump fake. Sliding it over to the far side. As the Utes having some sustained zone time right now after the conclusion of the power play. Slater, a beautiful job to walk the line as he tries to shield off Newland. Newland able to get the puck off him for a second. The Sun Devils back on it now. Newland pushes it ahead, and Arizona State can finally get it across the red line and get a change. Sun Devils bending but not breaking to the Utes on that penalty kill. And now they have the puck in the offensive zone. Butler operating in the corner. He'll button hook. Newland, a nice little jump around the defenseman. He loses his footing, however. Stepping in from the point, Lee. Sun Devils keep it alive, and that unfortunately will be deemed a hand pass.
Credit to Utah. Even after the power play was over, they kept working hard, outmanning the puck. With a tired group of penalty killers still left over for the Sun Devils, they had some good chances and good opportunities.
Phillips back on the ice now at even strength this time. One of the big-time penalty killers for head coach Austin Klein's group. With speed, Friesen skates it in. Friesen a quick turn in the corner, gets knocked to his keister. Phillips comes in to help him out. No one can find the puck. Friesen sees it in the skates of the Utah defense. Friesen into the slot, wide open, the shot, and what a save by Grealick. All alone in front of the net was the Arizona State forward. And we have a call coming here from the referee, Brett.
Waiting to see. It might be on Arizona State. Deshaun Phillips is talking with the referee. But got to give credit where credit's due. Hunter Friesen, unbelievable job in the corners, trying to work, trying to battle. He was able to fight through, win that battle, and gave a golden opportunity to the stick of his teammate Ian Erdman, but it was just an unbelievable stop by the goaltender Grealick.
Friesen flexing his cardio early in this game as he's been showing his wheels. Unfortunately, Arizona State, however, back on the penalty kill. And the Utes win the offensive zone draw. They're going to work right away. Landakusik a shot. Waffle boarded away by Ham. Landakusik and Mickle on the half wall. The Sun Devils working hard. They can't get it out. Kept alive. Over to Slater. Slater in front looking for the shot pass. Saved by Ham. He's on the seat of his pants. No one can find the puck. And the referee comes in finally to blow the whistle.
Utah got what they wanted there on that power play. They were able to spread Arizona State's defense in zone super thin where they can fit that seam pass through, and that redirection caused a lot of havoc in front of the goaltender Ham.
Sun Devils going for a change. Utah electing to keep the same group on the ice. Once again, the Utes win the draw. Landakusik, the shot, saved by Ham, rebound. Sun Devils have a chance to clear it, and they will get that all the way down the ice.
Anytime you're the offensive team and you can win that initial zone draw, that just sets you up perfectly, as that was a couple of good chances for the Utes that time.
Landakusik chips it in, but the Sun Devils able to send that all the way down the ice. It's Arizona State penalty kill getting tested early in this game. Ben Chase trying to cause a turnover, creating havoc in the offensive zone. As Chase and Murphy are the forwards here, making things difficult for the Utes. The Utes finally able to get across the blue line in the middle of the ice. A shot sticked away by Ham. Mickle goes tumbling. Slater still with it. Slater walks the line all the way down low. He finally hits the brakes. A nice little drop pass to Mickle. Mickle looks for the short angle shot in his skates. Marchand trying to dig it out. Slater on it now. Slater into the middle. Tipped just wide by Jackson. Marchand says, I'm done with all this, and he'll send it all the way down the ice as the final few seconds tick off.
Utah got a couple good looks, but credit to Arizona State, especially on this controlled forecheck here, making it hard for Utah to enter in the offensive zone while on the power play.
Dix will gain the red, chip it in. A little bit of backspin on that chip. Palmer has to find his wingman. Tillman fails to clear that pass. The puck's still in the Arizona State end, and they'll finally get it ahead. Tillman to Kruk. Kruk gets it across the blue line. He'll push it in behind Grealick. Tillman there. Backhand one right up the middle. Ram fakes the shot over to Kruk. Short angle. No one there. Tillman on the half wall. Sends it down low. Robinson not able to get that pass. And the Utes now chip it up to the point. Kept alive by Palmer. He walks the line. Throws a wrister just wide. Robinson, short angle. He shoots it. He scores! Ryan Robinson from a sharp angle manages to get that one past Grealick, and the Sun Devils tie it up. It's 1-1.
Great shift by all five players out there on the ice. It started with the defenseman keeping that puck in with Palmer walking the line. Was able to get that shot through, not directly on the net, but it ended up ricocheting off the back right to the stick of Robinson, and he was able to bank it off the back of the Utah goaltender and in. Not the prettiest goal you'll see, but it was Arizona State hustling, getting to the puck first, being the aggressor, and it pays off.
And as I like to say after a round of golf, Brett, there's no pictures on the scorecard. No pictures on the scorecard here for Arizona State. They will take that all day, and it's a 1-1 hockey game. And to your point, partner, Arizona State staying the course, doing a good job on the special teams when they needed to, and they get rewarded tying it up. A little trouble getting it out now between his legs. Butler cannot get across the blue line. The Sun Devils changing D back behind the play. As Lee and Palmer play a little pitch and catch. Lee skating it up. Off the half wall, Lee trying to find Butler. Butler not able to get a stick on that, and it'll be an icing.
Like the idea of Lee, anytime you're the defenseman, you have time and space, breaking out of your own zone, go ahead and take it. Just would have loved maybe a simpler play, just trying to get that puck in and try to avoid this icing.
Ethan Light leaning in for the Utes, or rather that's Michael Erdis. Langenbrunner now on the half wall. Nice little backhand play, read by Butler. And that will be offsides as Light touches up. And Brett, I'm sure you've broken the puck out more than a few times in your collegiate career. What have you seen from Arizona State so far tonight that has allowed them to play a little bit better 5-on-5?
I think for them, they're being able to be a lot simpler with the puck. Once they have the puck on their stick, they know where they're going to go with it. They're not hesitating.
The Utes, without hesitation, chip it in. Olsen, the first one there, the captain for Arizona State. He blows a tire in front of the net. A shot. What a save by Ham. Erdis all alone in front of the net after Kate Olsen blows a tire. And Chase Ham comes to the rescue.
Man, that's a tough one. Probably the worst place you can turn the puck over is right in front of your net. Ham bails his defenseman out.
Langenbrunner turns it over to Chase. Chase and Kennedy will go offsides. And Ham once again getting called into action here in the first period tonight, answering the bell for Arizona State when they needed him most.
Really impressive display of goaltending last night by both goaltenders, and we're seeing that same thing play out tonight.
Grealick not being tested as often as Ham was last night, but he certainly had a few dandies of his own, didn't he? In the neutral zone, Landakusik emerges with the puck. He runs into a bit of a traffic jam at the blue line. Slater leads the way. Slater for the Utes. Pushing in the middle of the ice. Landakusik backhand, forehand, Chase Ham. Another huge save. In the corner now, Marchand gets a hard ride. Olsen, as he's being applied pressure by Slater, sends it all the way down the ice. Icing waved off. Tillman back behind the net. A Ute blows a tire now. Arizona State on the offensive. Kruk at the point, tries to send it down low. An unfortunate bounce leads to the Utes being able to chip this one all the way down the ice. Once again, a player blowing a tire. In all alone, Slater, backhand in the slot. Landakusik on it now. He looks for the shot, blocked by Kruk. We might have to call AAA right now with the amount of blown tires we're seeing on the ice. Robinson delays, sends it down low. Kylie Ram on his backhand. He'll take a check. As it's Delaney sealing the wall, slowing things down. The Utes now on their own blue line. Landakusik at the end of a shift will find his winger, but Mikkel also tired, goes for a change.
With this ice being chewed up, it's a lot tougher to make some tight turns out there. When you're putting all that weight on that outside or inside edge of your skate, the ice is going to give a little more.
With speed back the other way, running into the defense was number 8, Matthew Gross, as he, Luis Mendoza, himself into that collision. The Utes rimming it all the way around. Olsen, the first one there. His pass not going. And a huge check laid on Kraft right in front of the Sun Devil bench as the physicality continues here early in Tempe, Arizona. Olsen will chip that one as he absorbs a check from Kraft. Sun Devils across the blue line. Butler down low to Newell in the shot. Saved by Grealick. Marchand coming in. He'll elect to rip that pass to the far corner. Newland now. He'll walk it. Drops it to Butler. Butler trying to rim that one around. No one waiting on the far side. And the Utes will chip it out and look for a change. And with 5 seconds left here, Brett, it looks like both teams are content to let this one expire. And that will be the end of the first 20 minutes.
High-octane end of this first period. We didn't have a stoppage, I don't think, in the last couple minutes. Really liked the way Arizona State responded. They were doing great things early in the first period. They could have let that goal by Utah deter them a little bit in terms of how they keep their style of play going, but they're able to stay the course, and from there they were able to go ahead and tie this game up at 1. Great to see.
Arizona State getting back on the board after an early goal from the Utes. It's 1-1 here in Tempe, Arizona. As we go to the intermission, we will see you back here in a quick 15 minutes on ASU ACHA Hockey YouTube. Folks, welcome back in to the Mountain America Community Iceplex here in Tempe, Arizona, as we get set for the second period. Brett, it was a very exciting first. You alluded to what we might see in the pregame, and it seems like everything you spoke to came to fruition.
Yeah, impressive by Arizona State. They responded after last night's poor performance. And you saw it early in the first period, and they ended it very hard in the end of the first period of winning those puck battles, winning those loose races to the puck.
Sun Devils doing a good job to battle back after going down one and taking some ill-advised penalties. They managed to get back on the board. It was Ryan Robinson tying this game up. Sun Devils get across the blue line in the offensive zone to start the period. Butler in the middle of the ice. He'll give chase. Jackson, a nice little backhand to Giboney, who button hooks in the corner. Giboney can't get his pass to go. Second opportunity. He will push it ahead, and the Utes get it out. Only for a brief moment. Kate Olson rips it back in. Newland seals the wall. Newland down to Butler. Into the slot. The wrist shot goes just wide from Gross. Olson at the point. He'll throw it through traffic. That goes just wide of the net. Newland at the half wall keeps it alive. Marchand across to Olson, and it's in his skates. He can't keep it in. A nice quick start for the Sun Devils. The Utes will send that down the ice. Icing waved off. Kate Olson absorbs the check. He'll backhand it to his D partner. Tillman now picks it up, galloping across to the blue line. He'll absorb a check, backhands it behind the net. Robinson comes in. Robinson laying the body. He'll get some help. Picked up in front of Kylie Ram. The shot. Grealick the save. Ram wants the rebound. Tillman being hounded by some Utes. He'll get it back to the point. Wyatt Palmer not able to keep it in. Kylie Ram on the back check will break up any chance the Utes had. Utes restart. Langenbrunner across the blue line. Rips one. Chase Ham will save that, and it goes up into the lane for a stoppage.
Arizona State working hard into those goal lines. Almost a great opportunity with Tillman trying to center that one and finding Kylie Ram.
Slater, fresh off of the Ute bench, will lean in. One, however, by Kylie Ram. Palmer now gets his feet moving. Gets past two Utes, can't get past the third. He was trying to carry it solo style all the way down the ice. Tillman now from Ham. Tillman goes to Kruk. Kruk has to reverse it. The Utes able to create a turnover in the corner. The Sun Devils trying to get it out. Palmer on the half wall. Some miscommunication there. None of the Sun Devils pick it up, and the Utes are able to push it back behind the net. Once again, Sun Devils forced to rim it down the ice. And some miscommunication leads to an icing.
Tired group out here for the Sun Devils right now. It's going to be important to really win that face-off and get off the ice quickly.
Giboney lean into the draw for Utah. Kylie Ram, end of a long shift for him. He'll try to win it for Arizona State. He wins it in the corner. A Utah winger looked like he might be able to get the puck. However, it's Kylie Ram moving his feet, collects it, gets it to his D-man. Palmer through the neutral zone. Palmer still on it. The Utes, however, get it in the neutral zone. Bring it back the other way. A shot! That one goes whistling just wide of the net off of the stick of Jules Donovan. Sun Devils will send it down the ice. No icing. They'll be able to get at least a partial change here. Donovan not able to control that puck. Sun Devils get it back. Kruk pushing it up. Robinson chips it in. No icing. Grealick forced to play it. He'll rim it around. Quas, fresh off the bench. Sun Devils going for a change behind the play. The Utah bench calling for a too many men penalty. None forthcoming. Sun Devils send it down the ice. Icing waved off. Grealick once again coming out to play it. And it's the Utes who push it ahead and turn over in the neutral zone. Things staying mucky here in the middle portion of the ice.
Close call for Arizona State on the too many men. There's a great job by the defenseman Logan Lee for Arizona State, not touching that puck, waiting until the guy he was replacing went on the bench.
Lee now has a stick lifted, perseveres. Sun Devils get it out of their own end. Pushing it back behind the defense is Quast. He'll try to reverse it to himself. Getting some help from Phillips. Phillips gives a hard ride. Quast after it. The Sun Devils step in at the point. Olsen puts on the brakes, sprints down the wing. Olsen below the goal line, puts on the brakes once again, throws it in front of the net. A Sun Devil gets knocked down. The referee raises his arm. We'll have a power play coming for Arizona State. Ben Chase at the point to Marchant. Marchant down low to Friesen. Friesen getting a hard check in the corner. Sun Devil still on the puck at the moment. Olsen into the slot. Chase can't get the shot off, and the Utes will touch up.
A little extracurricular after the whistle by Marchant as he was trying to let the Utah player know that he was still there. And a great job this time by the bottom line for Arizona State. They're really getting paid dividends when they're working hard on the boards against Utah, and they draw a penalty because of it.
Arizona State putting in the work so far in the second period, and they are rewarded now with a power play for all their efforts. The top unit out here for head coach Austin Klein and company. Robinson sauces it to Marchand. Back over. One-timer from Tillman. Saved by Grealick. Sealing the wall. And now getting some help. It's Kylie Ram on the puck. He'll elect to send it to Tillman. Tillman back into the point. Robinson couldn't corral it. Works the pass over to Marchand. That one whistling just wide off the glass. And Grealick forced to cover.
Smart play by the Utah goaltender. He knows how lively those boards are behind the net. Instead of actually looking out in front of the slot of his crease, he was actually looking back at the puck. He noticed almost like racquetball that puck was ramping off the back of the boards towards him, and he's able to glove it down, not allow a rebound.
Dylan Dix having a conversation with the referee back behind the play as he's starting to get under the skin of the Sun Devils quite a bit, as it was Connor Kruk getting into a conversation with him after the play. Sun Devils off the draw, have the puck up at the point. Marchand, he'll rip one through traffic, save, rebound. Kruk trying to stuff it home. Grealick an athletic save. Tillman walks it out of the corner. Up above the face-off dot, he'll send down low to Marchand. Marchand delays over to Robinson. He rips one just wide. Back up to Marchand. Arizona State still on the puck. First 60 seconds of this power play gone. Sun Devils with some great chances to show. Marchand, that shot blocked, into the corner, squirts the puck. Kruk up to Tillman. Tillman will work it down low below the goal line. Ram across to Tillman. Tillman rips one off the pipe. A great pass by Kylie Ram, and Tillman beats the goalie, but he can't beat the iron. At the point, Tillman, a shot blocked there by Light, and Dix able to send it all the way down the ice for Utah. Ham forced to come out, and the Utes get a change.
Great power play for Arizona State. Really got everything but the goal. Kruk had an opportunity. Robinson, as well as Tillman.
Butler, a little trouble in his own end, as he was getting hounded by Geffert. With some speed across the blue line. Gross. Desson trying to poke the puck away from him. Chase on the half wall absorbs the check. No one at the point to collect it. And as the final few seconds of this power play will tick off, Arizona State, some good opportunities, but nothing to show in the score column. Butler walks it across the blue line. Toe drags, rips one just wide of the net. Gross into the slot. Newland just ahead of that pass. Chase keeps it alive, rimming it all the way around. Gross steps in, absorbs a check from Geffert, and now it's Slater for the Utes who can chip it ahead. Donovan on his strong side. Donovan across the middle, and Slater couldn't get the shot off. The Utes on it now in the offensive zone, walking the line. Delane, down goes number 21. Delaney, no call, and Arizona State a chance to get it out.
Little confusion for Arizona State right now. Number 39, Ben Chase, he was out there acting as a defenseman on that power play. He's still out there, so some miscommunication in their own zone.
Sun Devils going for a change, trying to get that corrected. Gross will eat up some clock back behind the goal as Gross gets familiar behind the play with number 22, Carter. And it's Kenyon Carter losing his helmet. The referee calling a stoppage to the play as a result.
Looked to be Carter and Gross getting tangled up there in the corner, and the plays whistled down as the Utah player ended up shrugging the helmet off of his head. It's a safety call. Even we saw that last night with the goaltender. Once that mask is off and it comes off of the player's head, automatic whistle.
Linesman telling the wingers to delay briefly. He doesn't like what he sees from the winger for Utah. White able to hold strong. And Utah does get the win on that faceoff. A big check laid in front of the Arizona State bench. Ripping his stick off of the Sun Devil bench was 16 Young.
Ian Erdman there delivering the blow. He gloves it down.
The Sun Devils pick it up at the blue line. Erdman thought he kept that one alive. The linesman paused for a very long second as he thought about blowing that play dead. Erdman gets a shot off, and the Utes not too happy about it.
Erdman was a player that head coach Austin Klein was excited for. He's a Swiss Army knife, if you will. He played defense. We saw a lot of that earlier in the season. Here he's as a forward, and that's something head coach Austin Klein was excited for, to see him play as a forward, and he's been fitting in so far.
Always good to have a Swiss Army knife that you can move up and down the lineup.
Unless you go through TSA, probably don't want one of those.
I have been looking for my Swiss Army knife. Maybe that's where it ended up. Those folks at TSA must have a nice collection by now. The Utes in the offensive end, trying to send it down low. It was number 14, Erdis. Sun Devils intercepted it briefly, but the Utes keep on. Dix over to his D partner. That shot blocked off the stick of Young. Thrown in front, rebound, squirts out to Dix. He'll walk the line. Didn't like his shooting angle, sends it down low. Langenbrunner on the half wall. He'll get sealed. Cade Olsen emerges on the far side of the ice. He'll send a bouncing puck into the neutral zone where Erdman emerges with it. Erdman on his weak side gets the shot off. Rebound saved by Grelick. And that one squirts out to Langenbrunner. The Utes come back the other way. A huge check laid at center ice by Marchand. Absorbing that one was Calvin Osterberger. And that will be an icing.
Have to applaud the effort by Ian Erdman. He was somehow able to MacGyver that puck up to his stick and get a great scoring opportunity for the Sun Devils. And then we see on the back end Marchand making sure that everybody around the WCHL knows that he's not just an offensive player and finesse, but he's got some physicality to him, laying a nice hip check.
And MacGyver, not to be confused with anyone listening at home with McGruber. That was Brett's Halloween costume last year. Any exciting plans this year, Brett?
We'll have to see. A lot in the cards. Stay tuned.
A huge check laid there by Murphy. As Bassan takes note of who laid that check. Sun Devils will skate it ahead. Franklin gains the red line, chips it in off the half wall. Kennedy lifts the stick of Jackson. Utes trying to get it off the half wall. Murphy, a nice job keeping that alive, creates a turnover. Bassan gets checked by Kennedy. And the Utes chip it ahead. The forecheck from Arizona State causing some problems right now.
A lot more evident tonight. And yes, they are. They've actually gotten great opportunities on the offensive end because of that forecheck.
The Utes change behind the play. The long change here in the middle period, affecting both teams. Carter waits for his teammates to tag up, and he'll chip it in and go for a change. Marchand sidesteps a Ute, lays the body, trying to keep it alive. The Utes cross a turnover, thrown in front, no one there. At the point now, a wrist shot through traffic. Ham makes a save, loose in front of the crease. The Sun Devils can't clear it. Kept alive by Delaney. He'll send it off the half wall. And Landakusa can't get to that. The Sun Devils will go for a chip and a change. Utes able to get it down the ice in a hurry. Palmer sends that to no one in particular. The Utes pick it up. Thrown in front, the one-timer! Rebound goes just wide, they score! The one-timer goes right off the pipe. And second opportunity, the Utes make no mistake whatsoever. Putting that one away is Jacob Slater for the 2-1 lead.
Arizona State hemmed in their own zone, unable to get a clean breakout. Utah regroups, brings it back in. And for the Sun Devils tonight, sloppy in their own end in terms of end zone coverage, as on the weak side, the Utah player, number 8, Jacob Slater, was right there on the back end, able to put that one away.
Off the draw, Robinson getting into it with Benjamin Mickle, as those two getting physical, getting acquainted, and the referee says you can both spend a couple minutes in the box.
There's some talking. Looks to be Mickle trying to maybe get his way out of getting a call, but it's not going to work as he was trying to hide on the other side of the ice.
I've tried to finagle my way out of some homework a few times back in the day, Brett. Actually did manage to get out of it with the old dog ate your homework trick. For all the folks at home that don't believe me, I truly did have my dog eat my homework.
That's definitely a plus, getting a dog as a companion.
And coincidental minors here mean we'll have some open ice just as we cross the middle point of the second period. Slater, the goal scorer, walks the line, sends it back to Young. Young, a nice pass. He'll go high to low to Landakusic. Landakusic trying to work Kate Olsen in the corner. Olsen says no thank you, knocks him to the ice. Still giving chase. It was Slater, able to keep it alive to Dix. One-timer from Young, saved by Ham. He'll cover the puck up for a whistle.
Always important when you're playing 4-on-4. It's man-on-man defense. Butler got a little too puck hungry, ended up vacating the blue line. That allowed Utah to collect the puck at the blue line and get a great one-timer opportunity. Important to always stay with your man.
Erdis pointing out some directions to his D-men. Erdis wins the draw. Young will rip that one around down low. Olsen, the first one on it for Arizona State. Olsen pushes it ahead to Gross. Gross with speed. Stops up across the blue line. Gives it to Butler. He absorbs a check. Gross, a toe drag. Around the defense in front of Butler. Oh my goodness gracious, what a goal!
Man, you might only see that play in the World Series. The puck was up in the air. Gets batted out in front to Gross. I don't think that puck touched the ice in a few seconds on that exchange with Butler and Gross. Oh boy, maybe something to watch. Wow.
Maybe the best goal we've ever seen in person, Brett. As the referees now convene, they might just be informing the scorekeeper of the goals and assists to be doled out for that play. And my goodness, I did not think that we were going to see a goal as that play developed behind the net.
I can even see the eyes of the coaching staff for Arizona State, and they're wide bug eyes as they just could not believe what they just saw. And Utah was trying to argue with the referees that maybe it was a high touch or anything, but you're just going to have to tip your cap at how skilled that play was.
And I think we'll have to take note if any left-handed pitchers take them out in the World Series for the Rangers. Caden Butler might be a pinch-hitting option for the Diamondbacks after that display.
It's definitely so hard. You also see players sometimes near the end of warm-ups or sometimes when there's free time during practice trying to work on that Michigan move, that lacrosse move of just trying to carry the puck up in the air, also trying to juggle with the puck up in the air. And there, for how skilled that play was, they were able to utilize that in game competition and get a goal out of it. Really, really impressive.
Sun Devils, after that beautiful display of hand-eye coordination, tie it up once again. Slater trying to change that for Utah, making a move to the middle of the ice. Newland not able to get the puck out. The Utes still with it. Slater walking it in down low. He has a stick lifted. The Arizona State defenseman tripped up in front of the referee. That was Marchand begging for a call. The referee saying none coming. And the Sun Devils, as they look to break it out, the final 20 seconds and change left here on the coincidental minors. Ben Chase across the blue line. Chips it in down low. Ben giving chase. He'll lay a check. Kruk from the blue line steps in, rips one. That one goes whistling wide of the net, and Lee has to come all the way back into his own end to retrieve the puck. And as we get full strength, the Utes going for a change, almost get caught with too many men. Back the other way. Arizona State a shot from a short angle. Saved off the stick of Lee. Lee drops it for Chase. Chase all sorts of time and space behind the net. He surveys his options. Up the half wall. A toe drag. A shot. Rebound. Grealick saved it once. Saved it again. Murphy couldn't get the rebound stuffed in. At the point, Lee steps up. Keeps it alive. Chase trying to lift a stick. And the Utes able to skate it out. This third line continuing to create good opportunities for head coach Austin Klein.
Absolutely there. Ben Chase had the puck behind the net and made a good play over to Murphy.
Chase on it here for Arizona State. He'll drop it. A nice little pass. Finds Lee, and he'll send it down the ice. The Sun Devil forwards can get a change. Slater whips that one in to the offensive end. The Utes now going for a change as we're approaching the final 6 minutes of the second period.
Been a fast game tonight. Really no whistles.
Quast off the half wall. He's got it. Stops up. Trying to throw it towards the net. He had Phillips making a beeline for the front of the blue paint. Marchand looking to lay a check. Landakusik already going down, however, as he blew a tire. Sun Devils back the other way. That shot on. Grealick squeezing the right arm down. And we'll have an offensive zone draw coming here for Arizona State.
And it's definitely been an enjoyable pace of the game to watch as both teams, you can see it giving their all. Utah sensing Arizona State bringing more to the table tonight than they did last night, and so they're trying to mash it. And it's been a great style here tonight.
A very exciting affair, and one we're happy that all of you have tuned in to watch with us tonight on this late evening of hockey here in Arizona State. A 9:30 puck drop, one of the latest games we've gotten a call. Kylie Ram trying to keep it alive down low. Carter on one knee, can't get it out. Ram back up to Olsen. He'll look for a shooting angle. Nothing there. Olsen gets knocked down. The Utes skate it back the other way. Erdis across the blue line. He'll try to dig it out now in the corner. Marchand elects to rip one off the glass to alleviate that pressure. Ram now across the blue line. He'll drop it. He thought he had a winger following him. Robinson was delaying, however, and now it's the University of Utah back the other way. A shot on, saved by Ham off the stick of Light, as Light and Olsen exchange a few pleasantries behind the play. The shots on goal right now, a lot closer tonight than last night. Utah still leading, only 21-20 in the shot column, however, as they were really peppering Chase Ham in the second period last night.
Definitely was, and it definitely helped, too, that they had a lot of power plays where they were getting a lot of those shots through on. A lot less today.
A nice turnover caused at the blue line by Butler. Butler trips across the offensive blue line. He'll look for a pass into the middle of the ice. He wanted Gross. Couldn't connect on that tape pass. Marchand tries to lay a big check, just misses. Gibney sidestepping that check as he and his forwards dig it out. At the point now, the Utes will rip a shot. Jackson off the half wall. Gibney can't collect it. Bisson tried to seal the half wall. The Sun Devils able to get it out.
Last couple of offensive zone entries for Arizona State. Too many one-and-dones. They've been trying to do too many pretty plays by the blue line. They need to go back to what they were getting success from, which was working hard beneath the goal line. That's where they got a lot of their chances.
Butler having a little bit of trouble with that pass, and the Utes get the puck. Slater, a nice little move between the legs. He'll walk it into the middle, rips one on, no-look shot. Ham makes the save. Landakusik now down low. He'll work it up to Jackson through traffic, deflected, and a great save by Ham off the stick of Landakusik. Landakusik walks down the corner, in front, save by Ham, kicked into the corner. Utes all over it right now in the offensive end. Landakusik walking in, the shot goes just wide. Arizona State under duress. Slater button hooks down low. He'll whip it over to Landakusik. At the point, keeping it in was Young, ever so briefly. The Sun Devils finally get it out. Gross laying a check, but he got the worst of it. He's a little slow to get up. He'll go back to the bench for a change. Langenbrunner in the offensive end for the Utes. And we will have a penalty coming here to Arizona State.
Anytime you're out there, usually an average shift about 30 to 45 seconds. Oxygen starts getting taken out of the brain, and from there you end up making some costly mistakes. There, Marchant ends up getting a cross-checking call because he was just so exhausted out there, as Utah really putting the screws on Arizona State.
A couple key saves from Ham keep the puck out of the net for the moment as Marchant catches his breath in the penalty box. Arizona State penalty killers will be back on the ice. Quast wins the draw. Palmer a chance to send down the ice, and he will. A good start to the penalty kill for the Sun Devils. And maybe the choppy ice we see in front of us here, Brett, will help the penalty killers a little bit, as we've seen pucks not quite going tape to tape so well tonight.
Definitely with the ice, especially not as smooth as it was at the start of the period.
Kruk softly tries to send it up the half wall. Knocked down by Jackson. He'll walk it in, look for a shot, and Ham will make the save.
Utah doing what they did last night, which is being very direct with the puck when they come out of the corner and have an opportunity. They're getting that biscuit right on the goaltender, Ham, trying to maybe get a rebound or get that initial shot directly into the net.
Butler, the centerman here for Arizona State, or rather Kylie Ram, he'll win it. The defense just able to clear that out. Gefford on his own blue line, trying to find Jackson. It's Kylie Ram forklifting that one down the ice for the Sun Devils, however. Arizona State killing off almost 60 seconds here of this power play for the Utes.
Absolutely. Utah maybe getting one or two chances, but Arizona State doing well in the face-off circle on this penalty kill, forcing Utah to go all the way back and retrieve that puck.
Arizona State a chance to clear it. Palmer couldn't get rid of it. Ham the save, rebound, and the Utes score! And just like that, Ethan Light puts the Utes back in front by one. It's 3-2.
Simple play again for the Utes. They get that shot through, and that juicy rebound was sitting right there on a Utah player's stick with no Arizona State players around. Tough reaction save for Ham to make, and that squirts by through the 5-hole.
And you have to look at the Arizona State defense, as I believe it was Wyatt Palmer had a chance to clear that puck from in the middle of the ice. He had all time and space in the world and just whiffed on the clearing attempt. And it comes back to haunt the Sun Devils, as they, for the third time tonight, are now battling from behind. The Utes will throw it all the way down the ice, and that'll be an icing with 1:45 remaining.
Arizona State's great hustle there. Ben Chase, Murphy, and Kennedy on that line. They just made it simple. They weren't going to do anything special once they crossed the offensive zone, chipped it in, and all that forecheck pressure forced Utah to ice it, and now Arizona State has a nice offensive zone draw.
Kylie Ram forced out of the draw once, tries to win it a second time. It's the Utes who win it. Dix, the captain, will walk it back behind his own goal. Dix getting a hard ride from Robinson. They create a turnover. Robinson walking down low. Toe drags, pushed in front. Greeley comes way out to stop it before Kylie Ram can put home the rebound.
Delaney for Utah did just enough with his 6'2" frame of going on all fours, able to get his stick in the way of Robinson as he was trying to toe drag it around the Utah defender.
Offensive zone draw here for Arizona State. Kylie Ram leaning in once again. He'll win it. Back to the point. Marchand goes in the middle of the ice. That one-timer wide. Kylie Ram throwing it blindly in front. Tillman can't get there. Robinson activates as he'll get heavy on the stick of Jackson. Robinson gets the puck. Thrown into the middle of the slot. No one there. Tillman in his skates. Unable to find it. Gibney sidestepping a check from Marchand. The Utes come back the other way. Maybe a 2-on-1. A shot. Ham makes the save as that puck goes right into his breadbasket.
Arizona State's shown when they're working hard on the boards, they're causing a lot of commotion on the forecheck against Utah. I just wish they could maybe be more consistent with that play and stick to it because it's been effective for them.
Donovan in the circle for the Utes as they try to get it back to the point. That puck will score it in the neutral zone, and they'll have to tag up. Olsen having a little trouble tonight handling the puck. He'll get some help from his D partner, and now Ben Chase will send that one down the ice. A beautiful chip out by Chase. Kennedy is able to get there. The Utes just able to go D to D. Sun Devils back on in the neutral zone. Chase, he'll take a hit, make a play. Kennedy walks it in. That goes off the glass, up into the netting. And we'll have a stoppage here as once again the Ben Chase line doing some good work for head coach Austin Klein.
And they're just going north with the puck. They're not doing any side-to-side passes. They're just shipping it out in front. Chase was able to find Murphy that time as he was streaking in. And Arizona State with another good chance.
Second line on the ice now for Arizona State. Newland in the draw. Newland beats out Ernest for the draw. Walking in from the point. Cade Olsen, he goes high, and that goes just off the shoulder of the goaltender Grealick, off the glass and out. Ernest decides to slow things down, sends it to Carter. The Utes turn it over. 5 seconds left here in the period. Olsen trying to figure out what he wants to do. We'll throw it on net. And that will do it for the second period here at the Mountain America Community Iceplex. And Brett, lots of action and just a little bit more for the University of Utah.
Yeah, it has. Utah have been able to withstand that early pressure they felt in the first period. And they were opportunistic, especially on the power play. Seemed that they made a few changes on their power play of being able to get in the right spots, but also to shooting. When you're going ahead and shoot, there's different parts of the goaltender you can try and get that puck on. If you're aiming at certain parts of the goaltender like they have, they get more opportunities for rebounds, and they've been able to capitalize on those.
Utah capitalizing on the chances they've had, and as the players head to the locker rooms, we will see you back here in a quick 15 minutes. University of Utah leading 3-2 over Arizona State here on ASU ACHA Hockey YouTube.
Smoke up, that's in the blem. Free up the guys, then dip out the ends. Jump in the ride, then burn out the rims. Don't stop, don't clutch the button. Never in the block with the up for events. Skin kept close, cause you putting on them with the tips on 10. Back in the back, that's on tap. Ready to go and jump out. Right side, it came. Right side. Kicks on and I'm good. Pitched up on my own. Right side, it came back. This lifestyle had me wrong. Woke up and then I kicked up. I turned ghost on them, I'm gone. Kicks on and I'm gone. Head missed and I dipped and shit. Clock that, it got long. Smoke up, that's in the blem. Free up the guys, then dip out the ends. Jump in the ride, then burn out the rims. Don't stop, watch the end. Never in the block with the up for events. Skin kept close, cause you putting on them with the tips on 10. Back in the back, that's on tap. Ready to go and jump in. Right side, king. Right side, it king. Right side, it king.
On top of the morning, on top of the wave, on top of the team, on top of the days, on top of my purpose. I create. Y'all wanna copy, but we're not the same. Sometimes when it can be dark, sometimes when it can be scary, sometimes you still gotta push on and just do what is necessary. You need that mindset, dog. You're just like a mercenary. You just gotta go push on. You just gotta go and get it. You gotta go be so fly. People around, they ask you why. Yeah, what is the reason you do it? Yeah, what is the reason you even try? It is cause I need me a purpose. I need a decent life. Yeah, I didn't wanna be so basic. I just wanna go and fight. I really wanna give it all. I really wanna go all in. Yeah, I'm really gonna be that guy at the top that's not gonna be falling. So I'm just gonna be that leader. Man, I will be shot calling. So I'm back with a pack of my wolves, but you won't hear us hauling. On top of the morning, on top of the wave, on top of the team, on top of the days, on top of my purpose. I create. Y'all wanna copy, but we're not the same. Yeah. Life is a game and I play to the fullest. I would be a fool and I know if I wouldn't. So I just gotta go do it and do it. I just gotta keep on pushing. Man, they wanna really tell me, hey, please stop it, do not do it. But I will grab the fucking pencil, I will make it, man, I gotta pursue it. Stop with the dreams, that's what they said while I'm back on my team. I did not follow that advice, man, it's not what it seems. Life is just like a dream, so I just stay pristine. Man, I come up crystal clear, man, I just want, you're about to see. Yeah, man, they able to see that life is just like magic. They think it's basic, black and white, but y'all don't seem to get it. There's levels to this game, levels that y'all can't imagine. So y'all gotta be on top, or I'ma just go pursue the on top of the morning, on top of the wave, on top of the team, on top of the days, on top of my purpose. I create. Y'all wanna copy, but we're not the same. On top of the morning, on top of the wave, on top of the team, on top of the days, on top of my purpose. I create. Y'all wanna copy, but we're not the same. On top of the morning, on top of the wave, on top of the team, on top of the days, on top of my purpose. I create. Y'all wanna copy, but we're not the same. Sometimes when it can be dark, sometimes when it can be scary, sometimes you still gotta push on and just do what is necessary. You need that mindset, dog. You're just like a mercenary. You just gotta go push on. You just gotta go and get it. You gotta go be so fly. People around, they asking you why. Yeah, what is the reason you do it? Yeah, what is the reason you even try? It is cause I need me a purpose. I need a decent life. Yeah, I didn't wanna be so basic. I just wanna go and fight. I really wanna give it all. I really wanna go all in. Yeah, I'm really gonna be that guy at the top that's not gonna be falling. So I'm just gonna be that leader. Man, I will be shot calling. So I'm back with a pack of my wolves. But you won't hear us hauling. On top of the morning. On top of the wave. On top of the team. On top of the days. On top of my purpose. I do, I create. Y'all wanna copy, but we're not the same. Yeah. Life is a game and I play to the fullest. I would be a fool and I know if I wouldn't. So I just gotta go do it and do it. I just gotta keep on pushing. Man, they wanna really tell me.
Welcome back in, folks, to the Mountain America Community Iceplex here in Tempe, Arizona. My name is Niall Cooper. My partner is Brett Vaughn. Brett, as we get ready to drop the puck here on the third period, Arizona State in a familiar position tonight. They trail by a goal.
Like their way they've been fighting through adversity, been clawing their way back to state tie, but for Arizona State to take the lead, it's going to be with them trying to stick and be consistent with working hard on those boards, battling Utah, and winning those battles.
Kate Olson will just rip that one down behind the net. Utah not able to connect the passes. The ice still a little bit wet and choppy tonight. Sundowls caused a turnover in front of the net. Looked like Tillman might have had a chance. That puck just a little bit out of his reach. Utah can't get it across the blue line. And Kate Olson now gets his head up. Doesn't like his options. He'll go back and forth with Marchant. Robinson getting a stick on it. Both teams just trying to find a way to connect on their passes at the moment. Landon Kusick, a nifty job to skate that one out. They'll put it right on to Ham. Ham will drop it for the defense. Lee, pass Kruk. Butler on the half wall. And this Utah forecheck making things hard on Arizona State once again. The Utes turn it over at the blue line. Langenbrunner giving chase behind the net. He'll lift the stick. Newland can't collect it. It's Urtis on the puck now. Urtis backhands it down low to Langenbrunner. Lee able to squirt away with the puck. He'll just chip it down the ice.
For Arizona State, didn't really like how that breakout turned out. Utah was going for a change. There's really only one Ute player on the forecheck, and there's really no excuse to not break that puck out cleanly when you only have one player that you're trying to get through.
And Grealick will glove that one down and elect to hold it for a whistle. The PA and music consigliere tonight, Brett, playing a very apropos song, because I think we need to see Arizona State start to shoot the puck a little bit more.
We also need to get jiggy with it as well.
The Utes not able to get that across the blue line successfully, and Marchant will walk it back the other way. That shot on from the point goes just wide. In the corner, Arizona State trying to keep things going. A Ute goes down in the middle of the ice, and that will be a penalty here to Murphy as he goes straight to the box. He knew exactly what he did.
Definitely you see Murphy shaking his head, and that's really at himself. He knows that there's no need to take that penalty. Arizona State had that rush from Utah under control, and he ends up taking an undisciplined penalty call. And this is something what really hampers your momentum, especially when you're trying to come back into a hockey game.
Kate Olson goes hard into the backboards. Mickle now with the puck. He'll get it back up to Landakusic, settles it down to Mickle. Mickle will stop up, walk it in from the face-off dot. Mickle goes low to high. Landakusic, the one-timer from Delaney, comes right back into the middle of the slot. Jackson back up to Slater. Slater on the half wall. Phillips giving him a hard ride. Kruk trying to make a pass connect with Phillips. And now it's Utah back the other way. Slater picks the pocket of Phillips. He'll walk it across the middle. Slater going down low, throwing it in front of the net. Kept alive by the Utes as Landakusic blew a tire. Stopping up, walking it in from the point was Mickle. Mickle post up in front of the net, wanted it from Landakusic. Landakusic opts to send it back to the point. Slater rips one on, saved by Ham. Landakusic throws that one just wide. Kruk trying to get to the puck. Slater the first one there for the Utes. Mickle all the way back up to the point. Delaney a shot deflects and goes just wide of the net. The Utes still on it here. Some long sustained zone time for the Utes. Landakusic just out of his reach was that pass as he was walking in with acres of space from the face-off dot.
Try a group out there for Arizona State right now on the penalty kill.
Mickle moves his feet below the goal line. His pass wouldn't go. Arizona State finally has a chance to clear it, and they will send that one all the way down the ice. The Utes throwing everything but the kitchen sink at Arizona State on this power play. And the Sun Devils somehow managed to kill it off.
Really fortunate to get out of that one, not conceding a goal, as Utah really buzzing all around. Might be something they could gain some positive momentum from off that power play.
Erdis on one knee. He'll collect it. Arizona State bench looking for an offsides call. Linesman disagrees. And the Sun Devils will have to push it ahead themselves now. Erdman keeps it alive across the blue line. Shot on from Murphy will be collected by Grealick.
Like that simple pass and drive play, Erdman streaking through the middle, kicks it out to Murphy, and Erdman drives forward towards the Utah netminder, giving space, one, to Murphy, but also two, getting in prime position for a rebound if there was one.
Kylie Ram will win that offensive zone draw for Arizona State. Butler was trying to send it down low. Jules Donovan deflects that one up over the bench. For anyone going to the bathroom, a lucky souvenir.
Maybe also keep your heads up too. That might be something that you don't expect as you're getting out of there.
Kylie Ram once again wins the draw to Tillman. Tillman in front of Robinson. Robinson couldn't corral it. The Utes will rip that one on. Ham had a stick on it. Gibney in the slot, couldn't get a shot off. Back to the point through traffic. Kraft blocks his own defenseman shot as Young wanted to rip that one from the left point. Marchand, a nice little pitch shot, gets it out only briefly. Kraft across the blue line. Sending it around, back to Kraft. That shot saved by Ham. Arizona State's the ones chasing the game at the moment, but Utah with all of the offensive zone time in this third period. Kylie Ram, the up pass to Robinson. Robinson puts on the brakes, tries to send it down low. Ram throwing it in front. Butler, fresh off the bench, couldn't keep that puck on his stick, and Landakusic back the other way. Landakusic stops up, trying to stuff it in short side as he blows the tire back on it. Landakusic walking it from the point, trying to get a wraparound, and Landakusic gets tripped up by Kruk. Kruk pleading his case, so I don't think he'll talk his way out of that one.
Leaf Arizona State ends up losing an edge as he was trying to defend Landakusic bearing down on him. And Landakusic probably wants to get that chance back as he had a lot of time and space in front, trying to out-deke Ham. Ends up not connecting there, but he draws a penalty.
Jalen Akusik continuing to do everything on the ice except score a goal, as he has been the catalyst of many chances so far for Utah. The Utes, some nice touch passing. They'll gain entry. Slater at the face-off dot. Wanted to walk it in the middle by himself. Phillips breaks it up. A chance to send it down the ice. He gets it stuck in his skates, however, and it's Utah back the other way. Mickle sends it all the way down. Jackson drops it to Mickle. Mickle soccers it up to himself, back to the point. Still on it now is Mickle. No look drop past Alana Kusick. Back up to Delaney. He wants the shot, and Ham flashes the leather on that one, as both teams will get a change.
Like the puck movement, and also too the body movement from Utah as they were swapping spots up at the top of the key in the offensive zone, and that was causing some confusion for Arizona State forwards in terms of who to take and where to be to clog up those shooting lanes.
The Utes once again win an offensive zone draw. They have been lethal in the circle tonight when they've been on the power play. Langenbrunner back to Light. Light back to Langenbrunner. Langenbrunner trying to rip it short side. Ham with the save. The Utes send it back to the point, and just out of the reach of Dix. The Utes will have to touch up. Dix faking us all with that pass. Light on it as that puck bouncing around. He has to settle it and skate it ahead. Light with speed cuts into the middle on his backhand. Nothing there, and the Sun Devils able to clear. Dix bobs his head, goes east to west with the pass in front of the net. Dix, what a save by Ham on the back door. Dix all alone, and Chase Ham up to the task. Light and Geffert. Geffert on it once again. Ham has to scramble back to the near post, and Chase Ham keeping Arizona State in this game right now.
Arizona State forward Carter Newland did not have his head on a swivel, as once that cross-ice pass went to the opposite end that he was occupying, ended up switching off. That allowed Dix for Utah to streak in and have a great chance on Arizona State.
Arizona State in the danger zone right now as Utah has this ice tilted. Butler skates it ahead for Arizona State. He'll try to gain the red. Linesman thinking about an icing, waves it off. Butler on the half wall, couldn't get a shot through. Blocked by number 7, Kraft. As the two number 7s we saw get familiar last night. They continue to get shifted against each other here. On the half wall, the Utes tried to get a nice little touch pass in the neutral zone. Kraft a little late getting there. And now it's Friesen. His pass deflected. Butler forced to start it from his own end. Drops it to Marchand. Marchand across the blue line. He'll find Tillman. Tillman across the blue. Butler rips one. He scores! Caden Butler with his second goal of the night, and it's 3-3.
Unbelievable breakout passes. Started with Marchand as he was trying to find a good angle to get it over to Tillman, and he was able to buy enough time and find him streaking through. That allowed Tillman to kick it out to Butler, and Butler dusted it off and finished it with that quick snapshot release. And Arizona State, maybe not the prettiest period up to this point, have been able to fight through it, and they somehow tie the game up at 3.
Arizona State showing a lot of heart right now, battling back for the third time tonight to tie it up. Kylie Ram in the top line out for Arizona State. Ram sends in the corner. Robinson got on his horse. First one there. He blows the tire in the corner. Kruk now will try to settle it to Lee. Landa Kusick giving chase. Landa Kusick lifts the stick. Slater just a little late getting there. Tillman now will bring it in for Arizona State. He'll delay, throw one on. That deflects in the corner. Robinson backhands it all the way around to Kylie Ram. No one at the point for Arizona State. Just getting there now is Lee. Lee couldn't keep it in. And it's the Utes getting a partial change behind the play who just chip it in.
Sun Devils have a little more pep in their step after scoring that goal.
The captain, Olsen, chips it in. He'll give chase. Marchand now activating. The defense for Arizona State getting things going, and Grealick forced to cover it up. And just past the midway point here of the third, Brett, Arizona State tying this game up once again.
These past couple of shifts after the goal have been great. Sometimes you can have a bit of a letdown where you feel relief that, hey, we were able to come back and tie the game, and that usually allows your opponent to come back in and be the aggressor, but that hasn't been the case with Arizona State right now.
Chase wins the draw. Marchand walks the line, and his shot will be blocked at the point, going up into the very high ceiling here at the Iceplex. This draw coming out to the left of Grealick. Chase on his weak side, looking to win this for Arizona State, and he will. That goes right past his winger, however, and Light can chip it ahead for the Utes. Light trying to chip it up to Langenbrunner out of his reach, and Ham will cover it up.
Smart play by the forward, Light. Bit of a crafty forward. Light is for Utah. Instead of electing to chip it, he ended up trying to just put that puck into an area just out of the reach for his line mate, Langenbrunner.
Sun Devils win the draw on their own end. Olsen dropping it back to the reigning WCHL Rookie of the Year. As Marchand Olsen getting a lot of ice time here tonight for head coach Austin Klein. .8:55 and seconds ticking away here in the third period of a tie hockey game. Sun Devils not able to get anything going there, and Ham will look to settle it down for his own defense. Olsen finds Chase. Chase over to Marchand. Long shift for him. He'll look to just chip it in and go for a change. A scrum ensuing right in front of the Arizona State bench. The Utes emerge with the puck. They'll just chip it on to Ham. And that puck bouncing around, he'll make the smart play and just cover it up.
Keep harping on the facts with Arizona State, trying to be consistent within their lines and be aggressive once they duck that puck in to race to that puck, because multiple occasions in tonight's game, Utah does not like to be hit, especially those defensemen. They'll just go ahead and chip the puck off the glass and clear it, and usually that results in a great turnover to Arizona State.
Kruk with his head up. They'll get it to Robinson, who finds Tillman. Tillman walking it in. Short angle, he'll rip one on. Grealick has to squeeze his arms. He wasn't exactly sure where the puck was. And Arizona State, first good scoring opportunity they've had in quite a little while.
Loved again how Arizona State through the neutral zone. They didn't go east to west. They went north, up with the puck. That allowed Tillman to come in with some speed and release that shot.
And you have to like what you're seeing from Arizona State, just getting pucks on net right now. No shot is a bad shot, especially after the goal we saw Caden Butler put home a few minutes ago. Kylie Ram picks up that long stretch pass, walks it into the middle. Finds Tillman. Tillman, his shot goes wide. Marchand has to hustle over to keep it in. Marchand throwing it down to Kylie Ram. He gets a hard ride on the boards. Tillman can't get there. Robinson trying to play positionally as the Utes push it into the neutral zone. They'll go east to west and turn it over to Marchand.
I also like the communication from Arizona State. Saw Robinson and Marchand on that shift, letting each other know that Marchand was going to get covered by Robinson. The forward was going to cover his defenseman.
Great thing about communication is it's free. Always free. Not many things in this world are. Young, the defenseman, activates, absorbs a hit check from Lee. He'll try to throw it down low. Jacob Slater galloping into the corner. He gets on his horse. Stepping in from the point is Light. Butler just sidestepping him. As we've seen plenty of physicality last night and tonight from both of these teams. Newland gets it from Friesen. In the middle, Butler. Butler in the corner loses the handle on the puck. Too bad, as he had some space in front of him to walk it in the middle of the ice.
Good hit by Lee, getting almost all the man, but impeding the puck carrier, allowing Arizona State to go the other way.
And Hunter Friesen, he's going to need a new twig. As he goes to the bench, the Sun Devils get a partial change. Down low, it's Butler trying to help out Lee in the corner. The linesman behind the play taking that broken twig back to the Arizona State bench. Referee telling the players in the Arizona State offensive end to move the puck as they slowly work it down along the boards. Arizona State emerges with it. Butler, he'll send it up to Olsen. Olsen settles it. Didn't like the shot. Goes down low. Behind the net. Picked up by Butler. He'll backhand. Ribbon in front. Rebound. Waiting for the call. Arizona State thought they scored. The referee did not make a call, and it looks like that play will be whistled down.
You could even see some of the referees, they're saying they blew the whistle because they lost track of the puck, and the linesman and referee are now discussing to try to recap and summarize what happened on that play. But second line for Arizona State doing some great work, especially Caden Butler. Unfortunate for him earlier losing that puck. He was able to go ahead and wrap that puck around, almost scoring.
Caden Butler all over the ice right now for the Sun Devils. 2 goals on the night, as he is the straw stirring the offensive drink right now. The Utes just avoiding going down in this game for the first time. They'll bring it back the other way. Giboney goes through the entire defense. He'll get a hard check in the corner for his trouble. Chase, a good breakout pass from him. Sun Devils getting in behind the defense. Kennedy after it. That third forward for Arizona State was going for a change. No one there. Now the captain pushing it up to Kennedy. Kennedy across the blue line. Gets his head on a swivel. Sees reinforcements coming in late, so he'll drop it down low. Kruk was activating from the left point. Kylie Ram trying to get a seam pass to him. The Utes with some active sticks breaking that up. Franklin's pass to nobody in particular. Young will pick it up for the Utes. Over to the captain, Dix. Dix a little trouble with his balance in the corner. Finds Landa Kusick, always a good option. And Landa Kusick will alleviate the pressure. Kylie Ram forced to have a heavy stick on that puck. There's neither team able to get a clean breakout. Robinson looking to change that. He'll walk it in. Rip one. That one goes just wide of the net. Tillman sends it down low. Robinson to Kylie Ram. Ram trying to drop it to Robinson as they were cycling. It's a good effort by Ryan Robinson. Keeps it alive. Kylie Ram back in the slot. Robinson, the pass, the touch shot. Grealick squeezes the left arm shut. Marchand thought he might have had a goal, and it's still a tie hockey game.
I might have been maybe too much time for Arizona State, as Robinson getting rewarded for his hard work on the back check, keeps the puck in, ends up getting the puck up in the high slot, and he had Marchand on the left side, but it was a tough pass as it went right in Marchand's skates, and he wasn't able to get a lot of power on that shot.
Arizona State trying to keep it into the blue line as Tillman is whacking at it. Light looking to windmill around the defense.
Beautiful defensive play by Marchand. It's always tough to try to track a forward on that tough angle, and he was able to stand in the way, not fall for any deke moves.
Butler has a chance now to build some speed. Light pushes him against the wall. Friesen walks in, rips one. Waffle boarding it away was Grealick. Friesen from the seat of his pants. He'll give chase. The Utes just trying to get it out. Butler. Now Newland steps in. Newland keeps it alive. Newland on his backhand behind the net, throwing it into the slot. The shot goes just wide. Once again, Friesen there. That shot just wide of the net from him. Kruk elected to chip it towards the Utah bench. No Sun Devils there. 2:30 and change left here in the game. Still tied 3-3 ever since the second goal from Butler to tie this up earlier in the third period. Kruk getting sealed on the wall by Kraft. The Utes emerge the Giboney into the middle for Utah. Back to the point, the shot knocked down by Ham. He couldn't glove it. The Utes still on it. Walking it in, a shot through traffic, blocked down. Still after it is Jackson. Jackson sends it to Giboney. Kruk making things hard on Giboney. Get it over to Kraft. Kraft back to the point. Jackson, pitch and catch at the point. The shot from Bisson goes wide. Back to Jackson. Jackson once again rips one. Easy leg pad save for Ham. Jackson on it again, throwing it back behind the net. No Utes there at the end of a long shift. They're going for a change. The Sun Devils a chance to break it out. And luckily they get away with a turnover on their own blue line.
As we go under 90 seconds here in this third period, it seems like that next goal is going to be the one to win it.
Chase almost blowing a tire at the blue line. A high IQ play by him to whip the pass around to the bench as he had some fresh bodies coming on. Marchand now steps in at the point. He keeps it alive. Marchand across, one-timer from Chase. Goes just wide of the net as he got down on one knee for that shot.
That puck was rolling end over end. It was tough for Chase to get a clean shot off.
Ham covering up that shot from a sharp angle from Mickle. And 55.7 exactly left in this one, partner. And things have been very tight. Arizona State starting to build a little bit of momentum in the latter stages of this period.
Yeah, it's been ebbing and flowing. Arizona State looks like they were going to maybe get the goal. Then Utah now, these past couple of shifts, they've maybe been the favorites to possibly get one.
Utah winning the offensive zone draw. Langenbrunner turns around, flips it to Erdis. Erdis trying to find light in the middle of the ice. Tillman knocks down the clearing attempt by Arizona State, not able to keep possession of the puck. And the Utes will push that one into the corner. No icing, the puck not going far enough to get all the way to the goal line. Marchand looked like he was trying to milk it. He'll find Ram. Ram on his backhand, sauce it to Tillman. Across the blue line, Tillman. His shot deflected over the top of Grealick. And Kylie Ram, a nice defensive play to intercept the pass. Kylie Ram still on it. He'll delay, electing not to go offsides as Tillman had already entered the zone. And with the final few seconds ticking off, Tillman will throw it in the corner, and we'll have our first overtime action here at the Community Iceplex.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Arizona State and Utah, you can maybe say Arizona State maybe a little lucky to still have this game tied, as Utah, especially early in this third period, was really putting on the pressure. But all in all, you might say that this might be a fair result as we head to overtime.
And both teams will get 2 minutes here to collect themselves. Coaches going over their lines right now. And it'll be interesting to see how both teams handle the choppy ice. Clean passes have not been easy to come by at any point in the game tonight, but especially now that we're seeing the first time post 20 minutes of action, this chewed up ice here at the Iceplex.
Also, too, as many times as we've seen both teams having some trouble skating-wise on the ice surface with it being choppy, it's going to be even more paramount to make sure you keep your balance out there.
Chase Ham has seen 39 shots tonight. At the other end of the ice, Grealick seen 31. Both goaltenders, though, making their fair share of spectacular saves.
Something I mentioned earlier in the second period when we had a few minutes of 4-on-4 play. When you're playing defense, it's man-on-man out there, so you're trying to go ahead and track your man wherever it might be or if you're going to be switching off, you better have communication with your teammates around you. So that's also going to be an important thing to watch for both teams, as usually that goal comes from some confusion on who you're taking, and that allows the odd man to rush the other way.
Both teams will need to be mindful, as there are plenty of speedsters and skilled players on both ends. When you look at Utah, Landa Kusick and Slater come to mind. For Arizona State, Robinson and Ram have all the speed in the world to break the other way if they can create a turnover. And the goaltenders now switching sides of the ice. As Grealick and Ham recognize the efforts of each other.
It's always good to see being a part of the goalie union, as each player knows what the dedication it takes to play that tough position.
And 3-on-3 overtime about to commence here. Kylie Ram, Marchand, and Robinson on the ice for Arizona State. And it is the Utes who win it. Delaney will skate it back now, as he has Landa Kusick and Slater out there with him. Delaney up the middle, finds Landa Kusick, speeding down the right wing. Landa Kusick all the way back behind the net. He'll keep the puck. Still on it, Landa Kusick getting a hard ride from Marchand, and Marchand will force him all the way back into his own end.
Also, too, you'll probably notice that both teams are going to really try to have possession of the puck, as that's also a big factor in these overtime periods.
Slater with speed all the way down the ice. He gets knocked down by Kylie Ram. Robinson now picks up the puck. He'll skate it ahead. Robinson over to Ram across the blue line. Ram wanted to find Robinson in the middle of the ice. His pass wouldn't go. The Sun Devils turn it over. Ram going for a change behind the play. Robinson and Marchand back defensively. Ham will make the stop. Off the half wall, a nice move by Robinson. He'll push it ahead. Robinson in all alone. Forehand, backhand. Robinson, power move! Couldn't get the shot off, and he'll call for a change.
Robinson almost had it, but Jackson was just able to do enough to not allow him to release the shot.
The Utes back in the offensive end. In the middle of the ice, Erdis on his backhand, couldn't get the shot. He'll lift the stick of Cade Olson. Erdis getting some help from Mickle. Mickle walks it in the middle of the ice. He'll rip one wide of the net. Olson with his head up. He'll stop in the corner. He drops it for Tillman. Tillman with speed through the neutral zone. He'll bring it across the blue. Tillman passed one Ute. Didn't like what he saw, and he'll skate all the way back into his own end. Erdis giving chase to Tillman. Tillman able to get past him. Tillman walks it in between the legs, pushes it ahead. Butler couldn't get the shot off. Butler works it all the way back up on his backhand. He'll try to get past Erdis. Erdis knocks him to the ice. No call there. Jackson will skate it ahead for the Utes. Jackson over to Erdis. Erdis delays as he has a fresh body off the bench. It's Light. Light loses a handle on the puck. Chase protecting it. Feeds Newland. Newland is speedster in his own right as we hit the halfway point here of overtime. Chase across the blue line on his forehand. Pushes in the middle. Chase all the way around the goal now as Newland comes in down low. Chase sends it back up to Kruk. Kruk will elect to keep possession of the puck here. As you mentioned, Brett, both teams doing their best to not turn it over. Chase trying to chip it in behind the defense. Chase getting into it. Dix, the captain, a nice job for Utah, shielding him off the puck. He'll send up to Langenbrunner. Langenbrunner knocks it down. A 2-on-1 here for the Utes. Langenbrunner back on it. One-timer, he scores! Langenbrunner from Light, and the University of Utah walks this one off in overtime.
Tough play as ASU committed too many down low in the offensive zone. That allowed Utah to go the other way with a 2-on-1 play, and they're able to finish that off with Langenbrunner in overtime.
And you can see the disappointment on the faces of the Sun Devils in front of us. Arizona State showing a lot of effort and gumption to get back into the game tonight. And unfortunately, they just couldn't do enough. As we see both teams here engaging in the longtime tradition of the handshake line after the game.
Tough one for Arizona State. This was a big game for the rankings, as both Arizona State and Utah were in the top 25. As it is early in the season, but any ranking points you can get in order to make nationals is definitely well appreciated.
And we bring you in here for the final time tonight. Brett, an exciting game here. The players saluting the fans that are in attendance still. And it was quite an exciting affair. We talked about it in the pregame tonight. We expected both teams to really come out and bring their A game tonight, and I think that's exactly what we saw.
Definitely Arizona State, especially improving from last night's game. They really took it to Utah for the majority of this hockey game, just weren't unable to get it done.
And Arizona State, they've got some tough games on the schedule ahead of them here. They play Colorado State University and then 4 straight against the arch rivals down in Tucson. What do you expect to be the message for Arizona State as they gear up for a tough schedule here before Thanksgiving?
I think it's going to be consistency for Arizona State. We saw it in spurts where they're doing a great job on the forecheck, creating a lot of havoc, a lot of turnovers, and also a lot of goals from that. And so it's going to be important for them to stick with it for a full 60 minutes.
And tonight, Arizona State coming up just short. There were a slew of players that you really could pick from, Brett, but who is your player of the game or players of the game tonight?
Yeah, it's going to be the Utah captain, number 5, Dylan Dix. He did a great job, especially in that overtime period. He was on Ben Chase, really shadowing him. That allowed the turnover for Utah to go ahead and take it the other way with Langenbrunner to win it in overtime.
And Dylan Dix, once again, the player of the game, back-to-back nights, the captain doing a great job leading Utah back home, and they'll be happy to get a little bit of home cooking after this long road trip.
Absolutely. They've been on the road for 5 weeks, haven't had a home game yet, and it's something they're going to be looking forward to on the way back to Salt Lake City.
And Utah heading out of here victors tonight. We want to thank all of you for tuning in, and a few special people who make this broadcast possible that we'd also like to shout out. Our statistician back home tonight was the one and only Sharon Cooper. Our consigliere back in Network Central was Marlene Rivas, and our studio producer extraordinaire, as always, Ben Smith. My partner is Brett Vaughn. My name is Niall Cooper, and one final time we'll say so long here from Tempe. The final score, University of Utah 4, Arizona State 3. We'll see you next time here on ASU ACHA Hockey YouTube.
I grew up with low self-esteem. Was me and my mama, just us in the trauma. Hands up if you know what I mean. I see you, I feel you. I want you to know that you're not alone. I know what it's like not to have a home. Like walking barefoot up a gravel road. The pain gon' make you unstoppable. Now audible. Feel like I live in drives, the crew riding round in a benzo, red carpets when we arrive. I'll be in charge of my own fate, left the excuses behind. Now I'm the illest violinist alive. I took the pain and I thrive, but look at me now. I used to crash on the couch, now I got cash in the bank. Look at me now, she didn't want me around, now she begging me to stay. Look at me now, nobody knew who I was, now everyone's screaming my name. Look at me now, I couldn't look at myself, now I see the mirror and say, look at me now. Look at me now. Wonder if I made you proud.
Following dreams like your favorite content creator. I promised my mama I'll make it, that woman the queen. The grind of my father been embedded in me since I was a teen. Mashallah, I mean, that's what they say to me now. What you expect from the boy? I pop on their feed, they all wanna hate on me now. Why you disrespecting the boy? That's just confirmation that I'ma win. The beat getting beat up, I'm violent. I'm smooth like I'm C on the violin. I try, if I fail, I'ma try again. No denying it, I know I was built for this. I would die, I would kill for this. I showed them 1,000 times I'm about this life, I don't know how they still forget. Flew to LA in the big C. Everything I do is big heat. Everything I do is miskeep. Making big moves, keep them discreet. 100 new connections this week. Making flips like a Misty. Eyes stacked up against me. Told them miss me. Mama, look at me now. I used to crash on the couch. Now I got cash in the bank. Look at me now. She didn't want me around. Now she begging me to stay. Look at me now. Nobody knew who I was. Now everyone's screaming my name. Look at me now. I couldn't look at myself. Now I see the mirror and say, look at me now. Look at me now. Look at me now. Look at me now.
I wonder if I made you proud.
Smoke up, gas in the blem. Free up the guys, then dip out the ends. Jump in the ride, then burn out the rims. Don't stop, don't clutch the button. Never in the block with the yacht for events. Skin kept close to the button on them with the pics on 10. Back in the back, that's on tap. Ready to go and jump out. Right side, it came. Kicks on and I'm good. Pitched up on my own. Right side it came back. This lifestyle had me wrong. Woke up and then I kicked up. I turned ghost on them. I'm gone. Kicks on and I'm gone. Head missed and I dipped and shit. Clock that it got long. Smoke up, that's in the blem. Free up the guys, then dip out the ends. Jump in the ride, then burn out the rims. Don't stop.